Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the 11th episode of the AfghanEye podcast. Today we have an announcement to make, so bear with us all the way. At the end of the show, we will make a very important announcement. And we have some news for you. So first of all, my co-host Ahmed-Waleed Kakar, how you been doing lately?
Yeah, I would say that a lot, I've been up to a lot of things and whatever, but since the last podcast with Mazam, we're still locked down in Britain. I mean, now we can go to zoos,
Yeah.
but that's about it. I was never really a zoo goer, so the same old.
But I hear there is currently an open zoo in London city centre. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, you mean the guys defending Winston Churchill by making Nazi salutes. Those guys.
Yeah.
It's
So
quite
the riots
an
are
exhibition.
going on. Yeah, so the riots are going on in London City right now, and they're trying to defend the statue and the honor of Winston Churchill, a very notorious figure who, if I'm not mistaken, wrote not very nice things about Afghans.
I mean,
He was a historian.
it wasn't just Afghans. I think he was pretty bad to the Kurds as well. He said
Yeah,
that he's in favor of dropping poison gas on uncivilized tribes in North Iraq. Um, the standard Indian one. They are a beastly people with a beastly religion. Not a very nice guy, but depending on your political persuasion and your perspective, he's either a hero who fought Nazi Germany and made the world free of Nazism, or he was a standard colonialist. So either
yeah.
way, defending him with Nazi salutes is innovative.
Yeah, and this is exactly the point with all these emotional nationalist movements who are now taking it to the
Exactly.
streets is that their awareness of their own history is so weak, it's so shallow, and it's almost like they are part of a comedy sketch.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the worst part is that if you speak to these people, they'll be very proudly British. They'll be very proud in saying that their grandfathers or great grandfathers fought against the Germans or in whichever capacity they did. There's no doubt that they are very proud of their history and heritage, but obviously the pride isn't accompanied with a lot of knowledge or nuance.
Something we can also relate to, because obviously when you mention certain historic matters from our country, from Afghanistan, Pakistan, in the region, you will always get certain reactions from people. I know we've seen quite a lot of that in the comments and in responses we get on Twitter and
Oh, 100%, 100%. But I
yeah,
mean, I think it's important to bear in mind that cultural differences and everything aside, people at the end of the day are just
yeah,
people, and they are inclined to their biases and their tribalism, and whatever that tribalism is, whether it's ideological or ethnic or racial. So you have Britain First and EDL trolls attacking Black Lives Matter activists in the UK, or you have, I don't know, whichever category. I get the impression that the trolls that I've attracted so far have been of quite diverse in their political
yeah.
persuasions, which
That's quite an achievement.
I would say that's a good sign. If I'm not just irritating one crowd but quite a few crowds, then
Yeah.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, same here, same here. I'm also very honored to be hated by a very diverse group of people.
Yeah.
But let's go and let's start with the business. Okay, first of all, the people who are listening right now and people who are watching, obviously you have noticed something very special. We no longer sound like we're recording this from a dungeon somewhere in Guantanamo. We actually have decent quality audio, and this is obviously due to the fact that certain people from around the world, like from Canada, United States, UK, from different areas, they have responded
People of
to our
different
call.
backgrounds, not just people of Afghan backgrounds, people from all
Yes.
backgrounds.
Yes, they have responded to our call, and they have sent us money to buy better equipment. We have now a few monthly patrons who donate a certain amount to our Patreon page, and we had one-off donations from several people. So we had a call out 2 weeks ago. We announced that we need around 3,000 pounds sterling to buy an entire set of equipment so that we can record better podcasts, better videos. And in order to do it, yeah, we haven't even received all the money, and we haven't even purchased all the equipment, and you can already see and hear a significant improvement in the quality of production. And
I
this
think
is all.
I think that's more applicable to me, because some of the feedback I got was some of it was pretty harsh with regard to the audio quality.
Same as me, yeah. Same here, This microphone is really old. It's like 2 years old, and it was the cheapest microphone I could buy back then. So it's too sensitive, and it registers a lot of environmental noise. That's why I got this thing, so that there is some barrier. And but anyways, we are trying to improve. We are trying to develop this whole platform, and the fact that people have responded to our call and they started donating, and the people who have donated so far, they have helped us to make a significant improvement. And
100%.
if we get the entire amount, the entire 3,000 pounds sterling, we will not disappoint you. We will go even further and make sure that the quality of our production is significantly better. Obviously, we cannot compete with international news organizations and all these wealthy media organizations who have millions, if not billions, at their disposal. We cannot compete with them, but we can do anything that is within our own means. And if we want to make improvements, and if we call upon you, our loyal and trusted viewers and listeners, people who have shown us so far so much love and support, we absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. If I get the chance and opportunity to send you all a personal message, I will do it. And so far, Ahmed-Waleed has been sending people messages, so we want to show our appreciation personally, but I think the best way we can show our appreciation for all the love and support we get is to perform better, create better shows, have better guests.
Ask the wrong questions. Ask the wrong questions. Talk about the wrong things. Articulate the wrong inconvenient opinions. Mention the wrong things. We're here for all of that, and I think I just want to add here as well is that we started this project right as a website and as a podcast from the bottom up, and I'm sure our viewers and listeners are aware that despite the trolls that come in our mentions calling us ISI or whatever every couple of weeks, we're not actually supported by the ISI. Disclaimer. Yeah. But we started this from the bottom up with the bare minimum. And what this, the material support as well as the moral support that we've gotten with people sharing our content, discussing it, sharing our articles, sharing our podcasts, what this shows us is that what we're putting out in the world is being appreciated. We are small fish in quite a big pond with quite large fishes. With a quite large fish, that was a grammatical error. We're in a pond with quite large fish. What we're doing and the support that we're getting is showing us that actually the stuff that we're doing is appreciated. And people trust us enough with their money in order that we may continue to provide the same level of analysis, the same level of alternative perspective, of a counter narrative that we've already done so far. And now we're here at our 11th podcast, having hosted 10 podcasts beforehand. And it's quite humbling. In Pashto, it's actually Arabic, but we would say it's an amanat. It's sort of a trust that we consider, that, you know, people have helped us to get this. I'm sure everyone can see there's quite a change in the setup here. This is all down to people's support, and we're not going to stop. That's just the reality.
Yes, and I'm really humbled by all the support we get, and it is really encouraging. I don't know what else I should say, but it's
100%.
really encouraging, and it gives me personally, it gives me the sense that what we're trying to achieve is being appreciated, and that's what really matters, because what we need is people who believe in our cause, people who believe that there needs to be a new alternative voice with regards to Afghanistan's current affairs, politics and history, and when you see that other people have the same passion, with people who have the same idea about what is wrong with the media coverage of Afghanistan, then, you know, it's very empowering and it's very motivating, and it gives me this sense that we are about to do even greater things.